This video is a tool demonstration of UMTG, a tool set to automatically generate a system test case from use case specifications. Software engineers start by writing use case specifications indoors. The use case specification should be written according to RUCM format. UMTG provides a menu button to check if the specification fits this format. In this case, there are 5 syntax errors found. By clicking on the error, the software engineer can go directly to the DOORS entry that should be fixed. To reduce ambiguity, RUCM does not allow using passive voice. In this case, we can fix this error by changing it into active voice. Checking again to confirm this error has been fixed, and start working on other errors. Once all the errors has been fixed, the software engineers can create a UMTG project. The newly created project contains the output of natural language processing, which needed for the next step of the technique. The project needs to be imported into Eclipse Rhapsody workspace. The project contains 3 outputs of the natural language processing: a list of entities, an XML version of use case testing model, and a list of conditions that found in the use case specifications. The domain model, which created by the software engineers, should be exported into XML format. This is needed to allow UMTG process the model. The domain model will be created under the folder Models. Once the model has been exported, the engineer can check the consistency between the model and the use case specifications. In the result, the domain entities that are missing from domain model are marked in red. This information will help the engineer to complete the domain model. At this point, the engineer is expected to specify the conditions into OCLs. For each condition extracted from the use case specification, UMTG provides a line with the name of the condition. This example shows how the condition build check is done is specified. Once all the conditions has been specified into OCL, the engineer can start generate the abstract test case by using the menu button. The user can choose which use case to consider for the test generation. UMTG will then invoke the constraint solver and generate the abstract test cases. Abstract test cases are generated in the ATS folder. Each abstract test case includes a header section that shows the steps of the scenario covered by this test. For example, this abstract test case covered a scenario in which the constraints cable shift integrity is valid is false. The body of the abstract test case shows a set of test input that allow to cover this scenario. For example, the input of cable shift integrity status is not OK in this test case. To generate executable test cases, the engineer must provide a mapping table that maps the abstract test inputs to concrete test inputs. Executable test cases are generated by transforming the inputs and oracles of the abstract test cases, according to the mapping table. Test cases are generated directly indoors, and the traceability links are created. Each test case begins with a description of a scenario covered by the test case. This scenario is the same of the corresponding abstract test case. The test case contains the concrete test input and oracles. For each test case, UMTG generates traceability links that shows the use case flows covered by this test case.